think we're a bit crooked. I hope, I don't know. Still think I'm a bit crooked, but oh well, that'll be alright. Okay, I come on just like a minute or so early so I can share this to my page and a couple other pages. But how are y'all doing? Alright, let me turn the volume down. Notifications off, that way I'm not interrupted. Alright. Whoop. Alright, found myself. Oh, I forgot to put on the chat. Oops. There we go. Now I can see everybody. Hello, Suzanne. Hello, Brenda. Shoo, mercy. Yeah, I'm not forgetting all kinds of things. Alright. There we go. Alright, so I've done everything I needed to. Hello! Alright, I see some YouTubers. So I know we've got all you guys too. Yay! Hello, Tina. Hello, Ella. Hello, Betty, Alicia, Charlotte. Hello, everybody. Hey, Margaret. Okay. How is everybody? It's a pretty nice warm day here today. No rain. Hello, Dean. Whoop, whoop. All right. So I'm KERI-MARIE from Mountain Gal Creations that most of you know. But in case some of you don't, that's who me is. Hello, Wendy. And tonight we're going to use the character board. I haven't done one of those in a good bit, so I thought, well, I got this awesome sign that I really like. It's a 10-inch sign, and I used E6000 to glue it to the board, and of course I set something really heavy on it for about 20 hours, I guess. That way I knew it set up. Well, hello, Amy from West Virginia, my home state. Hello, Miss Judy. Hello, Mama. Isn't it pretty? It's really fall. And of course, I like the trucks. I'm glad this one was blue. I like the blue colors for fall. And I know that's kind of big this year, the blue and white and stuff. So, ooh, I'm originally from Nicholas County, y'all. Charleston, just a 2-hour drive away from where I lived. You've never done the character board. Oh, wow. Thank you, Tina. Yes. So in the description of the live, I posted like what I'm using, the SKUs, and there's also an affiliate link to where y'all can use that link. And if you need to purchase boards, go in. You'll get 5% off the boards. Make sure you put Team Unique in the code at checkout and get your discount. Hey, everybody. Love seeing all these faces. All right. Okay, so there's that. And I am going to do one of my picks with y'all because I am making my own again. So I'm using, we're going to use a 2.5 like navy ribbon, 1.5 brown. Let's see what else. Hey, Kathy. Hello, Diane. And I think I'm going to do like a hanging bow for this. I'm not sure yet, but if I do, I'm going to use this orange in it. So, well, hello, Maureen, and welcome to Unique in a Creek. I'm KERI-MARIE. My business is Mountain Gal Creations, but I am a designer for Unique in a Creek. So, Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight I'm going to show you how to use their character board, or one way to use their character board. Let's put it that way. There's multiple ways. Different petals, ribbons, signs. You can use a vinyl sign on here. You can use metal, which I use metal. This is a 10-inch one. And with the metal, I used E6000 to glue it. I was using the 3M automotive tape, but that stuff, nope, my sign started falling off. Now the ones that I did take people's advice about scratching the board before using it, so far they're good, but I'm still going to go back to using E6000 with these and the cable mounts, so at least I know these don't come off. So okay, hello Mama Jean, hello Regina, hello Eileen. I know I'm probably missing a bunch, so hello everybody. Okay, and hello Miss Sharon. And also these little pumpkins on a stick that you see from Hobby Lobby. I have white and orange. Here's this bush we're going to be using with like little pom-pom moms or whatever. Using some of this greenery and some of this greenery. And you can also get these little, there's more than this in a bunch at Hobby Lobby down their pick aisle. And you can also get these white berries and stuff down Hobby Lobby pick aisle. So I think I showed you, oh, the mesh. Good golly, that's one of the main things we use. Hello, Michelle. So I'm using a cream because the white that you see on here is mainly a cream color on the sign. So I'm going to use the cream color. I did put the SKU in the description of the live. So y'all will have that. And the SKUs for the ribbons and all that. Well, hello, Cookie. Long time no see. So there's all that. And I will show you my petal that I'll be doing. It's kind of my own little thing on the petal this time around too. So all right, let's get you down to the board so you all can see what I'm doing. All right. Ooh, what's that? That's like putting off a big glare. Okay, it's not glaring on that. That's all it works. Well, hello, Rhonda, and welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thanks, Lorraine. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so again, here's this. And we are going to do a woodland ruffle. And I'm going to twist it over on itself. So that will be my petal. And I'm going to start here and go around, because from here to here, I'm going to be putting my picks. And then I think the rest of it, I'm just going to do mesh. And then I thought about taking some ribbon, like from here up, and do maybe a bow for like a hanging bow. I don't know, just my idea. I think it's going to look pretty, but I guess we'll see when we get there, because I'm not really sure. It's just my idea, so I'm not sure about it. So let's and also I'll end up putting my petals using the outside hole and the outside of the board, because again, I'm kind of anal. I don't like hiding my sign, so the least amount of the sign I can like cover up, the better I am. So because these signs are getting expensive, y'all. So you know, I want to see my sign. Okay, so I did take our mesh, and it is cut at 20 inches. And I think this is a 10.5, which I don't really, you know, nope, it's a 10. Not that 10.5 really matters, but it is a 10 inch. So I did cut it 20 inches long, and we are going to do curl side up. And let me grab my, and I'm going to curl it a couple of times, do our woodland ruffle. So, oh, thanks, Rhonda. I shared it, but I'm not able to stay battery dead. Oh, Roseanne. Well, that stinks. There's always a replay, though. It's a great thing about replay. So then I'm going to curl this up a couple of times, or roll it up, I guess you should say. Of course, it makes the curl, but then we're going to scrunch it up the middle. And I'm going to gather this up. And here's what I'm going to do different. Now, normally, I'm using the character board, Michelle, or will be. Normally, I'll fold it this way, okay, and stick it in there. But not tonight, because that's just a little too wide. Once you get it on the board, it fans out like this, so it takes up a little too much room for what I want. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to go up just a little bit on one side, make one side a little longer than the other. And what we're going to do is grab this, and I'm going to bring it up and over. You're just kind of twisting it up and over this one. And you can do it either way. You can, whichever you're more comfortable with, whichever, if you're right-handed, left-handed. So I can take this side, make it a little shorter, take this, twist it up and over. So then you're going to come down here to your nub, gather it all in your hands. It is a little kind of tough, I won't lie, but I do like what it looks like, and it don't take up as much room on the board, so where it don't hide my sign. And don't be afraid to squish this, it'll bounce back out. And then I'm just gonna kind of play with it a little bit to kind of put the top kind of in the middle of the outside curls. See how I just took the top and just kind of laid it down in there a little bit. I'll do it again so y'all can kind of see. It might look a little like lopsided this way, but that's okay. Once you get it kind of in the board and you get everything on there and get to going, you're really not going to notice it. So, but yep. So, all right. But it does, yes, it does make like a fluffier kind of base too. So, you know. So, yes. Okay. So then I'm going to grab it, get us a zip tie here, and I'm also, wait a minute. Yeah, start here. All right. Because this, like I said, this is where I'm going to put my picks that I make, okay? So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to grab my ribbon, which I cut at 13 inches. Okay, because I don't really want to like overlap in my mesh that much. So we're going to do 13 inches. Okay, so we're just going to put this in here. Hopefully get it lined up. Fold it in half. Find our middle. And then we're just going to scrunch it up the middle and bring it around to make a V. And again, if your ends aren't even, then all you got to do is adjust it down here and it will, you can get them even. So then I'm just going to grab a rubber band and I'm going to put it on the end to make another little nub. This is what I mean by a nub. You got like this little end here. That's our little nub. Just like on the end of the mesh, a little nub. That's what you're gonna use to hold it in place on the board. So, Wreath Sign Designs. So she's on Facebook and I believe Etsy. Okay, so we're gonna stick that in there, and I'm also going to get our ribbon tails here that we made, and I'm going to put them both in the same zip tie. You don't have to, but for me, just going to save on zip ties to do them both together. And again, outside hole. All right, we're going to pull. Hi, Bug Bug. Did you come to make your entrance? Did you come to make your entrance? If y'all don't know, I'm talking to Harley, my cat. He's my diabetic kitty. He likes to make his debut. Usually y'all only see his tail going by, but that's my Bug Bug. Okay, so now I've got that. So I'm going to put this to the side. All right. And I'm going to get all the greenery, the pumpkins, all the stuff I just showed you, which I am going to have to put a thing on that to make it longer. Oh, here it is. I actually had it. I'm not paying attention. Okay, so the only thing with these, I took this bush. Y'all know me. I like buying stuff that you can get several. My sister does too, Susan, a big old German Shepherd named Harley. So I like trying to buy stuff that you can get a good bit out of for a project or a couple of projects. So, you know, nope. Haven't done a rail. Well, I'll take that back. When I was in West Virginia, I did do a rail, but no, I'm not doing it. So all I done was just take one of those, cut it off, and this is like one of those pusher bushes that they call, to where you can slide these up and down. So you got a good bit that you can cut and put in your zip tie to make your pick. So that's all I done was just cut one of those off, and I think they call this a button fern. I'm not positive, but I think that's what they call that. So I have that. Then, of course, you know, y'all have seen this poor greenery a million times. But I love it. So I'm using that. So I'm going to kind of just lay these down. And if y'all need help, like keeping this stuff kind of like laid down, with this, I had to because it's kind of several things in it. I just take one of my clothespins and just clip the things together. Okay. So then I take our pick, which this come off of. Like I said, I try to make the most out of my money, y'all. So thanks, Donna. And so I just pulled, you know, a grouping off is all I done. So there's that. And so here is that little grouping. So all I'm doing is just kind of spacing these out. And I'm going to lay this down. Now I'm going to slide this one down to where it's not up even with these. So it is going to be slid down. And I'm just going to use my clothespin to hold that together. All right, and then I don't know, there's like a big bunch of these in a group, and it's in the pick aisle there, Hobby Lobby. And so I'm just going to take 3 of them, and we're going to put these in. So I tend to kind of put one in the middle. All right, and then I'm going to go in behind our grouping here, and I'm going to put it kind of at a shorter I'm just going to put it shorter. Let's put it that way. Couldn't think of what word I wanted to use there. So there's that. And then I'm also kind of going to bring this one over here on this side. And I'm going to kind of make it even a little shorter than the other one on the other side. All right. And you can bend these, you know, however you want. But I do want to bring them leaves out a little bit. So there's that. Hello, Jessica. All right. Then there's this bunch. And all I've done was there's a big bush, which I done kind of separated all these, but it's all in a big bush. And they're all kind of in their own little sections. So 3 of like the little pom-poms with the little stuff. They're all in their sections on the bush or whatever. And all I'm doing is just even breaking that one down more. Just tearing those on apart. All right. And then I'm going to take this one off. And you'll have the paper. Just take it off and toss it. And then I'm going to cut this one down because I don't need it that long. So we're just going to cut that off. And then I usually always save my extra stems. Because just like these, you get them pumpkins on a stick there at Hobby Lobby. And when you pull them off the stick, this is about how short they are. So you can take this and you can take floral tape and put it together, or you can take floral wire and put it together. But I'm not going to use this one because I already have like one of these. It's just a random stick that's on the stick of pumpkins, I guess you should say. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to just cut it in half. And I'm just going to put these side by side. And I'm just going to get some of my floral wire. And I'm just going to take it and we're just going to wrap it around both these pieces. I like doing about a good inch or so overlapping them and then just wrapping it with the wire. Like I said, you can use floral tape. I just didn't really want to mess with it and have that kind of sticky feeling on my fingers all evening. So, Bug, really, dude, what are you doing? And then all I'm going to do is take that pumpkin and kind of bend it a little bit to where it's not like sticking out this way, but it's kind of sticking up this way. Now, you can tilt it to either side, you know, whatever you want to do. But there's that together. I'm going to go ahead and do this one real quick. All right, and we are going to, like I said, just kind of overlap it about an inch or so. Take your floral wire, and we are just going to wrap that up and down. And of course, I end up poking my thumb with the end of it. Should have made sure that was squished down there when I poked my thumb. So there is our white pumpkin that we're going to use. All right, so now I'm going to gather up our little orange pom-pommy things, and I'm going to basically do what I did with the weed on this, but I am going to make them a little longer. I'm just going to lay these little leaf parts of them in here. They can hang over a good bit. It's not going to hurt anything because, you know, there's not a whole lot to them, so it's not going to hide much. So there it is. So we'll just lay them in there. All right, and then like I said, we are going to grab our little pom-poms and, all right, I do, hold on, want our button bush to stick out a little further than our others. There we go. All right, better. And pay attention when we're laying all that down there. So I do want our brown leaves sticking out a little more. All right, but I do want our orange things about 1 inch or so below the end of our button fern there. All right, and then I'm just going to take this. Actually, I'll lay him on top. We'll just kind of stick him in there. And this one I am going to go in behind. And we're going to stick it there. All right. So there's our layout with those. So then I'm going to grab, let's see, do I need to make that even shorter? Yeah, just a hair. That's all right. Then I'm going to grab our pumpkin. I'm going to lay it in here. However you want the pumpkins in here, it doesn't really matter. Just sticking them in here. I can get that one slid back in behind there. All right. Then we're just going to pick all that up, group it together, and there's what we got, y'all. Hello, Angie. So there it is. Easy peasy, right? So then we're just going to grab up our zip tie. Bring it in here. Get it gathered up. And we're going to zip tie this little baby up. I think I probably should slide that down just a hair. Let's see our brown a little better. All right. And then just, like I said, zip tie that up. All right. So again, there we have our pick. Now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to cut all this extra off about like that. All right. So give me just a second here to leave about 1 inch, 1.5 inches. Still might be too much, but I'd rather have too much than not enough when we go to putting it on the board. So again, I'd rather, you know, you can't add to it for sure. And I typically cut this off over top my trash can, but I have my other picks that I already have done sitting on my trash can, so I can't quite do it. So I'm going to make a mess. I am. Harley, really, little dude? Oh, come on. I know you're here. Everybody else knows you're here. Oh, man, that one's pretty tough. There we go. All right, so let me grab up all of our stems. I think one went flying across the room, though. I'll have to find that later. Okay. So I can squeeze that. So, and then, like, if you want something to show a little more, and of course, when you get them on the board, you know, you can kind of move, like, the greenery around a bit, you know, to kind of lay it, get it to lay how you want, to look the way you want. Let's see, what about this fern? Like, I'm going to bring a piece of that fern over here so you can kind of see it a little better, kind of spread it out some. So just play with it, do what you think looks good, you know. So there's that. Okay, so let's bring this back over here. Okay, and since this is kind of thick, where I doubled that mesh on the petal that I used and put the ribbon in there, when I go to add this, because this is kind of thick, the 6-inch zip tie wouldn't work, so I got a 10-inch, and you can get them from Unique and a Creek. I put the SKU for them, so I'm gonna have to use a 10-inch one in order to get it in here, because it was just too hard to try and get my fingers around using the 6-inch one. So it's like, yeah, okay, I think I've done that pretty good. If I'm not mistaken. I think that's, I may have to move the pumpkin up or tilt it up when I put the next piece on, like the mesh, but I don't think so. I think we're gonna be good. So let's get it zip tied in here. I like to try and put this zip tie over top of the zip tie that we brought all of our pick pieces in together. So here's that. Get it as tight as we can. We'll just cut that off of there. So there's our first one, y'all. And you can, that might be twisted over a little too far. Just kind of give it a twist, bring it back over so you're not seeing the board. You will hide the sign just a little bit, but you don't want to see the board. So all you gotta do is just kind of twist that a little bit. It'll work out. Oh, I know, Harley bugs. My pain in the rump. But I love him. I wouldn't trade him for nothing. Okay, so let me grab another piece, which I've already done up. Like I said, I'll show you all how to do this another couple of times, but I'm going to go ahead and get these in here. So let me grab this. And then I also alternated the ribbon. Y'all don't have to, you know, so where it was brown on the inside here, I'm going to put it on the outside here. Like I said, you don't have to. If you don't want to, up to you. It's just how I'm going to do mine. So again, we're going to come down here. Use the outside row. We're going to lay this right in here along with our ribbon. And see what I said about our pumpkin, but I'll fix that here in just a second. Let me get this done in here, hopefully. There we go. I was going to say, it wasn't that hard last time, dang it. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just kind of tuck that under the pumpkin a little bit, because it's not enough to hurt anything, really. All right, then we're going to tighten that up. Cut the zip tie off. Just kind of And again, we can come in here, just kind of bring things up. You don't want it all flat. You want it to be able to, like, where things are sticking out here, there, and yonder. You know, looks more natural with things sticking here, there, and, you know, so it don't have to be flat. Looks a little more natural when you have it, you know. Okay, what are you after? Where you go? Get on my stuff. Go on. Of course, you know I got my water bottle up here to spare your booty. Alright, so here's another one I made up. Since there's a little more white pumpkins in the sign versus the orange, on this next one, I went ahead and done like 2 white pumpkins and 1 orange. So just kind of, you know, give it that little bit of difference. And then, yes, it's going to overlap this next one, but all we're going to do is just kind of move this around. So grab another 10-inch zip tie. I'm going to make the hole in this a little bigger so I can get my short stubby fingers in here. Alright, so let's grab this. I'll go ahead and close it a little. Alright. You know what? Get some of this up here. There's some of that around already. Okay. Then we're just gonna slide this down in here. Alright. We're gonna get it in there as tight as we can. Alright. And then I'm just gonna kind of press it down a little bit. And then we will just move stuff around to where it's not, what you say, totally hiding. Alright, the mesh is just a little too poofy there. I know I did tuck it down. Let's see. So let's just kind of play with things here a little bit. Here we go. Alright. Voila! There we go. Thanks, Mama Jean. Thanks, Betty. Thanks, y'all. Okay. So there's that. Grab another one of our petals, and like I said, I'll show you again here in a few how I've done those. And I'm going to kind of truck it, get these on here. Alright, so again, like I said, I alternated my ribbon. So brown's on the outside, so we're going to make blue on the outside this time, okay? So, oh, it's okay, Judith. It does suck, but hey, that's what replays are for, right? So again, I'm going to put my mesh and ribbons all together, okay? And we're going to use the outside of the board and the outer hole of the character board. Get that as tight as we can. Alright, and again, I'm just going to kind of slide that piece under the pumpkin a little bit. Alright, I am going to have to slide that over because we are hiding a little bit too much of the board, or the sign. Hiding a little too much for my liking anyway. Okay. So then we're just going to put our ribbons in here. grab us another of our 10-inch. Pipe cleaner. Good grief. Zip tie. There's that. Alright, and I'm going to go back to one orange pumpkin. And wait a minute. Nope, can't use that one. That one I had the ribbon tied in there. Hold on. Here we go. Since I alternated the pumpkins and all that stuff. So I'll get one that just has one orange, one white. And we will slide it in here. Ah! Man down! I have to glue that back on. Man down, man down. Okay, and then of course we're going to have to work with this one, but let me glue this back on the end of the, where's the wheat? And there it is. Alright, let me get a little bit of glue. Put our wheat end back on. There we go. Okay. I believe we got it. I think we're good to go. Okay, so of course, as y'all can see, well, maybe not, but see how that's like overlapping on that other one too much? Can't really see the white pumpkin, so just come in here, y'all. Remember, this stuff's on a wire. And just, you know, play with it. Just move it around. Some of it, of course, you have to kind of, you know, definitely move it a certain way. Creating too much of a gap there. Because that's about the only way it will go. Alright. So there we go. Easy peasy. Right? So see how we just kind of changed that up a little bit? Like honestly, nothing to it, y'all. It just takes practice. Like I was telling our Miss Liz earlier today, she said she's going to attempt a centerpiece with florals. She's kind of nervous. I was like, girl, you got it. All you got to do is just play with it. You can see what looks good, what don't look good. You got it. You can do it, you know. All right. So grab another zip tie. Grab another one of our mesh pieces. And let's see. I need one with the brown on the outer edge. All right. Get this zip tied in here. She will. Like, yes, it is intimidating. Are you kidding me? Ugh, come on. Get in the zip tie. It just takes a little practice. And you know, we Wreath, you can tell what looks good. Like, you know, you can tell, you know, if you need to change something or, you know. Like she said, she's watched Dre, she's watched, you know, other people. Alright, this. Alright, guys, I'm about to pull that nub. Get that down in there. Quit messing with the ribbon. Get that in there, or it's going to slide out. Just takes a little bit of practice, a little bit, you know. It truly, it is not that bad. Just gotta get in there, tackle it, and then they're like, wow, that wasn't that bad. So, you know. Hello, Lori. Alright, and then grab our 10-inch one, bring it out around. I'm going to go ahead and close it. And then I'm going to grab one of our picks that have both white in it. Alright. And we're just going to bring it in here. Alright. Get it tight. Cut that off. And then again. Just play around. Like when you look down at it, you can kind of tell like where a green piece needs to go, where an orange kind of needs to go, you know, the white, like, you know, it truly, it's not really that complicated. Like, you can see what needs to, let's see, I'm going to leave that there, even though it kind of does hide out a little bit, make it a little natural, like we're not trying too hard. All right, so all there is to it, just move it around, make it look. All right. So again, grab our piece. Like I said, stay tuned. I will show you how I made this. Okay, we're going to do oh crap, you know what? I may have messed up on that piece actually. I may have to actually take that one apart. Okay, so anyway, the ribbon anyway on it. But I'll probably just go ahead and stick it on the board. That way we can just get through this and not worry about it. But all right, so again, we're alternating the ribbons. So I had to get the ribbons. And again, the mesh was cut at 20 inches and the ribbons at 13 inches. All right, kind of divide our curls here a little bit. Bring this ribbon up. All right, and grab again our 10-inch zip tie, bring it up. All right, so there's that. And you know what? That's what's going to happen. I messed up on that. Oh, maybe not. Okay, no I didn't. Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, I'll fix it later. So I'll leave it as the last one. That way it'll be a little easier to get to. All right, so get this one zip tied in here. And again, just let's move around our stuff a bit. I'm going to tilt this white one up on the back here. We can kind of see it a little better. Alright, and again, push this mesh down a little bit. Alright, I want this fella to come over here. And this fella needs to come up. Same over here. Get our green out and about here. This one needs twisted there. Bring that one over there. And let's just kind of bring the wheat piece up here. All right. So we're getting there, ladies. All right. And again, crackers. All right, hold on, y'all. Get these pieces separated a bit here. Okay, I think, yeah. All right, sorry, had to separate this one from the other pick there because I did get the colors a little messed up on alternating a ribbon for that one. So again, I'm going to put the mesh and the ribbon tails together. And just bring these around where you're going to see the ribbon. That needs to go a little bit. Twist toward the outside. All right, so we've done the orange and white. So we're going to go back to the 2 white with an orange, okay? So grab another 10-inch. Get it in here, close it up a bit. All right. You're not listening. Your boots here, over here. There we go. All right. So we're going to get this. Get it zip tied in there. And again, just move things around. That one wasn't too bad. So all right. Moving on along. This will be our last one with the pick. So it, our ribbon. All right, let me get one that is, there we go, just a hair more spaced out with the curls anyway. That way I can tuck it like under the pumpkin here. All right. And this will be for sale on my page as well too. I will post the finished picture tomorrow in Unique Wreath Creators. Okay, down in front of your face, Keri. Plus on my page, Mountain Gal Creations. So if you do want to purchase what I'm making, you can. Okay, so our 10-inch will be done with the pretties, as I say. And then we're just gonna do the mesh, I believe. Alright, so this will be the last one with one orange pumpkin and one white pumpkin. I don't know, Melissa. I might have to hold it up. I mean, they're all kind of light on their own, you know? So I don't know. I didn't really think about that, to be honest. Alright. Need some of this green. I didn't think about it. Okay. No, it's not heavy. Not at all. No more than, like, you know, adding the flower picks all around or putting it on a rail. It's really not heavy. So yeah, it does make it nice. Like I said, I didn't even think about that till you mentioned it. So okay, so let me move this to the side and I'll show you again. Oh my gosh, it's not wanting to focus. How I done the mesh. So again, 20 inches long. 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. And actually, I may have to. All right. After looking at it, since this is going in one direction, I am going to have to, I believe when I put this one in, I may have to do one more to make it look right. I didn't even think of that. Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no! So, cause see, I didn't even think of that. See how this is coming like up all flowy and this kind of just kind of ends right here? So I'm going to have to, I believe, make one more to put there. But I'm not going to do it on the live. I'll wait and do it later because I don't want to like have to keep you all on here longer. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Of course, I would have noticed it eventually. But you can see, like I said, how it's coming up higher over there versus here because where it's going all one way. So I am going to have to make another one here and kind of put it reverse, so to say. So yeah. Oh well. Hey, I didn't think of it, so. But I'll do it later. I won't do it like now. It'll take too long, and so. in every other, no, I don't like it in every other when I've done that. I kind of wanted to make it, like I said, everything kind of on the bottom, so. But even if I did do it every other, there's 16 holes in a character board, I would still have to make another pick. So even if I did do that, I would have to make another one. So that's okay. Like I said, I'll do it after the live. I won't keep everybody on here. They're going to be on here just a little bit anyway. So I'll do it after live. But you all know. You all know. Use my mistake. Learn from it. And adjust for it. It is a easy fix, Maya. So, okay. Again, we do the woodland ruffle. And we are going to pinch it up here to where it's a little shorter. We're going to take this, pinch it, and bring it up and over. All right. Then we're going to just gather it, get our nub, just kind of twist that on around there, where it kind of lays where these two inner rolls are kind of right beside the back rolls. So, well, hey, you know, the character board is a different character all on its own, and it would be kind of the same probably with the oval board too, because you're like, if you're doing this, you're kind of going in one direction, like if you do a petal like this and not like a regular ruffle that goes to the outside, but you're doing something that goes along with the shape, that would probably end up being the same way. So hey, you know, learn from my boo-boo. But again, it's an easy fix, so no worries. Whoop, whoop. Right? No worries. So we are just going to go ahead and act like we've got our little thing in here. I really don't want to remove it because I wanted them, like I said, kind of even with the truck, and I just really didn't think about it. And I've already got it made, so I mean, for the purpose of a live, I could, but I'm just going to leave it in there. I'm not going to cut all the zip ties, and so we'll just leave it in there. And then I'll just go back and I'll work it out with this one right here I'm working on. I'll figure it out. I'll add another because I'm gonna have to reverse it, I guess, to make it long and flowy on the end here. So I'm gonna have to, like, let's see, hold on a second. I wonder if I could take the pick and turn it. All right, let me see if that works. Hold on. Let me take this one out a second so it'll be easier. All right, so I'm gonna take the pick off. So I wonder if I can just take this. No, that ain't gonna look right. I don't think. No. Okay. I was hoping, like, if I reversed it, but then you're gonna have the, like, too much of this showing. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can tuck it in maybe this way. Maybe it won't show as bad. Oh, ooh, that might be the kicker, y'all. If I zip tie it in that way, course, one of my things fell out. That's okay. I can glue them in. Okay, so let me get this around here to where I can see it. Okay, so let me... First of all, the mesh is going to have to go around here. We're going to have to get our ribbons there. That way it looks right. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is cut a slit in the mesh so I'm not bending it back and it's causing a gap. So, okay, trial and error, guys, because I can always make another petal if I need to. So I'm just going to take my scissors, get down in here. I'm going to cut that piece of mesh. That way our curls are going to go on and cover the board. That will also allow our ribbon to go in there. But yet I can take the end of this, put it where the cut is, and zip tie it in there. So let's see if that works, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make it look ugly for a second here. All right, and I think I'm gonna try and use the middle hole and the outside, or yeah, the middle and the outer hole, and we'll see if the pick looks okay there. I hope it does, because it ain't gonna work to go on top of the other one. So let's try that. Alright, so I'm gonna zip tie it just a hair. Alright, then I'm gonna go in here. Like I said, separate that. Alright, I'm gonna try and get this as close as I can to this other one. I am gonna have to twist it a little bit. Hopefully, let's see. So I want to get it to where the zip tie is above. Okay. Fingers crossed, y'all. Okay, so make sure it's in there good and tight. Yeah. Sorry, my big head's in the way, but it's hard to see with all this. Okay, then the mesh where I cut it, I need to get that worked back over here. Alright. And get the ribbons worked underneath there, hopefully. Make that look right. Alright, y'all, that there. Just kind of work this other pick around a little more to where it looks more natural. And we didn't have to do all that hassle. Hopefully. Keep our fingers crossed. But I do think, I guess, get the ribbon on this side to cooperate. A little more, where it's not sticking so far up into the side. Alright. Okay. think I actually got it. Maybe not. I don't know, y'all. I think I got it down too far. So let me push the pick up a little more. Just a hair. And I may come back in. Well, actually, no. The pom-pom fell out. And I'll just glue that one. Maybe. Cut it off a little bit right there. And put it in there. Okay, is that kind of more even? No, not really. This is still down too far. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to leave it for now. And again, I thought that might work, but it's not going to. But we're just going to leave it. I'll just move along. I'll go back and fix it, and I'll explain in my post on Unique and Wreath Creators as to what I did to fix it. How's that? So come in here, tuck that under. Alright. I was really hoping that was going to cut the mustard, but I'll get it figured out because that will aggravate me. So many of y'all know me, know that yes, I'm OCD, so but I will fix that. If I'm gonna have to move that up, may have to add a pumpkin or two and some more greenery stuff. So all right, move my bucket over here a little closer. And again, I'm not putting ribbon tails in this. All right, I want to make sure that is going to cover the board. Looks like it is. So. Right. Alright, making sure we're still covering the board okay there. We're just going to keep going around. I'm going to go ahead and do this since, close it just a hair since it's just going to be the mesh. Don't want to hide the welcome part, so. And here it don't matter, like, you know, which of the hanging holes you use, so I'm just gonna pick the one, stick it in here. You can see right now, I'm gonna have to train the mesh a little bit. Get it to lay down a hair more so we cover the board. Grief, I can't get that to slide around. course, you might not even notice it either when you hang it, like hold it up. You might not notice it. It's probably just where it's laying down that you kind of notice, like the board. So you might just be worrying for nothing. So just have to wait till we hold it up and tell. Well, thanks, Miss Judy. I'm trying. We're on the struggle bus a little bit because where I was trying to do them even across here, my picks, this looks shorter than this side. So I'm gonna have to go back and figure this part out after the live. I thought with me turning this one around, like it would help, but it didn't. So I think I'm just gonna put that one back the way it should be and then just make another pick to stick it up and out. So I didn't think of that part where this is all going like one way, so to say. So I need to like fluffy these out a little more, so to say. Well, that's just the thing. It's already made, and I don't want to, you know, kind of unmake it. It'd just be easier to just add to the other side a little bit. I'll get it figured out. Alright, one more that's already made, and then I'll show you all the petal again. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, probably a couple of these little pom-pommies and a couple of the green bits. So, but I don't want to keep everybody on here. No, not on these. I use zippy ties. Because a lot of people, it's hot and warm. So I don't want that hot glue like giving out, so to say. Okay, so let me move this. Yeah, I might have to adjust these just a hair to hide the board a little bit, but I think it's gonna be okay now that I look at it. Okay, so again, we'll show the petal. It's 20 inches long. Alright, that ain't gonna work. Why aren't you staying up there? It's because I didn't put you up there for enough, huh? Okay, we're gonna do the woodland ruffle, but with a twist, literally. So, a couple rolls here. And we're just gonna scrunch it up. Alright, and again, so there's your woodland ruffle. So I'm just gonna go a little more to this side, make it shorter. Take this, twist it up and over. And we're just gonna gather the nub in our hands. Grab us a zip tie. Tighten that sucker up. Alright, and then just kind of move this around a little bit where the kind of the curls are side by side, and this layer kind of lays down in the bottom. So there is that. Of course, this one's a little rough because you got to go up and underneath this, but it ain't bad. Especially when you can go ahead and close the zip tie a bit. Alright, so then we're just going to get this. Slide our nub in there. Alright. Get that tight. Alright. Now. Okay, so when you kind of hang it up, yeah, I'm going to have to adjust these just a hair to where you don't see the board. But honestly, like, see, you're not seeing it really much. So, okay. So I'm not stopping there, y'all. I mean, you can, but I think I'm going to bring some ribbon up and do like kind of a hanging bow. So let's test that out. Alright, so there's that. And again, kind of, Judy, you can see what I'm talking about, like how this side, you know, is still a little higher than this side. So that's what I'm going to end up fixing. I'll figure it out. I'm just not going to do it here, but okay. So there is that. So let's grab our, let's see, I think, all right, what I'm going to do is just gather up the end of this, okay? And I'm going to, okay, you have your hanging holes on the back, all right? Let me turn it over here. Ugh. Okay, you have your hanging holes. I'm going to come 2 holes over on this side and 2 holes over to this side. And I'm going to zip tie the end. I think it'll work. Zip tie the end of this into the board. Because I think what I said, I'm going to bring this up and do a hanging bow from this. I may not like it. I don't know. I just want to see what it looks like. If it looks good, if not, I'll take it back off and put the ribbon back on the roll. Nothing else. So, okay. So let me grab, I'm going to go ahead and use the brown. Or should I use the blue? Yeah, actually, let's use the blue. Okay, so let's get our blue here. I think, yeah, that'll look better. Let's try this out. Let's see what it's gonna look like. Probably should have done it first, maybe. So we're not having to go in behind, you know, to zip tie this in. I don't know. And again, what I'm gonna do is use the outside hole. So I'm just gonna kind of go in under here. A zip tie. I'm going to slide the zip tie under the nub of that piece of mesh. All right. I'm gonna get my ribbon. Just tuck it in there and zip tie it in, y'all. And with it being a zip tie, that should not pull out of there. Let me get my nubby of the zip tie head twisted around to the front. I don't need it on the back. Okay, get that good and tight. All right, so oh, I'm gonna have to untwist this. Hold on, guys. It's like really kinked up, so to say. Let me kind of untwist it here. Okay, and I think I'll go, yeah. So from here to here, so I'm gonna cut it right here. I'm not measuring this, just eyeballing it, y'all. Might have it too long, might have it too short, but I'm doing a Judy, huh? Well, it's not really too much because normally I would take these and do every other, but instead I just done every hole. So it comes out to like what I would normally do, in all honesty. So all right, let's go over here. 1, 2. So in honesty, it would go to about what I would normally do. Okay, so let's again put the zip tie under the nub of the mesh. All right, and I'm just gathering the end of this up and putting it in the zip tie. I'm sorry you all can't see, but I'll show you once I get it zip tied on here what it looks like from the back, okay? Gonna do I don't want the nubbin on the front side, so I do want to get this as tight as I can. Since it is going to be a hanging bow, hopefully, I'll probably end up putting glue on the zip ties too, actually, and the ribbon to give it more of a support. So give me just a second. Okay, so let me turn this sideways. So here's about how much I've done. All right. Let's flip it over so you all can see what I've done. All right. So I zip tied it here and here. Like I said, the 2 holes over from the hanging holes. Okay. And I think I am going to come in here with like my hot glue. Hopefully I don't change my mind on the hanging bow, eh? And we're just going to go ahead and glue it down. Hey, nobody wants to buy it. I guess I can keep it, right? Okay, so it'll be easier to turn that around me. And I'm just going to add glue to this side like I did that side. Just kind of get it good and in the zip tie and go underneath and just glue the ribbon down. You got my finger protector. I know they're laying there, but okay. That way it just kind of gives it more of a support. So, because I'm not, I mean, that should be good and sturdy, but all right. Get that to dry before I flip it over. Don't want it sticking to my mat. It's still just a hair tacky, so come on, just a little longer. Okay, I should be good by now. Okay, so flip this over. All right, y'all, I'm just gonna make this like I do my hanging bow for my rails, okay? Except for the bow will be a little larger because the rail is smaller. So let me get my bow maker here. Okay, so alright, I'm gonna have to set this over to the side. So we can do our bow. Okay, so there's our blue, our brown, and so I'm going to add in the orange. That way we tie in the orange on the bottom. Fingers crossed. Okay, so alright, let's see how long I need the tail here. I hope I have enough ribbon. Now I'll have to grab my other roll I have. Alright, so I'm just gauging the tail on like how long the hanging loop is on the end of that. I just kind of pulled it up, made the V, and then just kind of put this to where I thought it would look good. Okay, so all right. So I'm going to make this right at about 7 inches on the loop for this one. I hope this is, yeah. I hope it ain't going to be too big. If it is, I can break the lid. I may run out of ribbon, so then I'll show you all what to do there. Right. So again, I'm sorry I'm not like explaining the bow too well. So it's not quite 7, but just make sure both loops are, you know, the same size, y'all. Alright, so I can see here, well, maybe not. No, I think we're pretty much okay. I was going to do 3 loops, but I think 2, since this is a 2.5 inch, I think will be enough, since the other 2 are 1.5. So I think we'll be good. And that'll also leave us with enough ribbon that I don't have to do another roll. So, doopy-doop. Alright, so let's put that over there. Okay, so like I said, this is about 6.5 to 7 inch loop. So there's that one. Alright, should I do... No, let's make orange the outside actually. So do that. We'll go ahead and do 2 loops of this one. All right, we'll do 2 loops of the brown. All right, we're gonna make the tail on this one just a hair shorter than the blue. All right, bring it up. Y'all know to twist it over. And we're gonna make this one an inch shorter than we did the blue. So it will be about 5.5. Okay. So let me, yeah, I think we're good. All right. So there's that. We're gonna bring this over. There's that. Bring it down. Whoops. Chair hitting my thing. Alright, so let's get this pretty sparkly orange. Alright. Hopefully it'll tie in the pumpkins on the bottom. Hopefully it's easy to work with. It's kind of a weird material. Ew. Ew. We might have to cut this one at an angle. I wonder how well that singes. Ooh, I don't know about this, y'all. Ooh, okay. Well, it singes. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that. I have to be careful, or it catches on fire just like you've seen. So, ooh, I don't know about this ribbon, y'all. I'm gonna cut it at an angle though. All right, don't keep it held to it for a very long period of time or it will catch on fire, but I can tell that that is going to fray pretty good. Okay, that worked. Just, you know, just don't touch it for very long or it will catch on fire pretty easy. So, okay. My bad, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, oh no, it looks like it's still gonna fray, but no. It's just how it's looking, but okay. All right, so let's get our bow here. That's all we need. 911. Oh, mercy, y'all. Mercy. Okay, so, and we're going to make this one 4.5, an inch less ever. There are several that they don't do well, like to burn the ends, but you have to because they fray so much. Yeah, fray check. I don't have any. That's the only thing. Right, Melissa? 911, what's your emergency? I have a fire accidentally started by trying to singe the end of my ribbon. You what? Yes, ma'am, you heard me correctly. I started a fire in my house by singeing the end of my ribbon for my bow. Right? Thankfully, I have a blanket just over there, so use a blanket and, you know, knock it out if it would come to that, I guess. Oh, yeah, explain that one to Randy, right, Donna? Oh my goodness. Phew. So yeah, it might be worth checking into some free check, right, Sandra? Oh golly, yo. Would he ever kill me? Oh. Oh goodness. Yeah, it is pretty ribbon. Be like, I'm sorry, but it was really, really pretty ribbon. Oh, I don't know. Like, it kind of makes me afraid. Like, would water even put that out? I guess it may. I don't know. It's like, not sure with what kind of material this is. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's get us a zip tie. Right, Melissa? Oh my golly. Y'all. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. It was just an accident. I didn't mean to burn down our house. Yeah, it is. It's really flammable. I just kind of wish I knew exactly what it was, but oh well, right? Mercy. Okay, so I'm gonna get my zip tie, stick it up here. I don't know. I mean, considering I was thinking about being like, well, babe, I'm sorry. I was actually kind of cooking and fixing me something to eat, and things just kind of caught on fire. Oh, and of course, wouldn't you know it, I put it on there the wrong way. There we go. Twist it over. But sadly, there's video proof that I actually, burned it down by catching ribbon on fire. So me kind of fibbing and saying that, I was fixing me something to eat wouldn't really work, right? Oh, okay. So I'm going to have to use another zip tie to attach it to that, but I wanted to make sure my bow stayed, the stack stayed good, so. Right? Babe, I hope we got good insurance on the house. Oh, mercy. And as we speak, there's a helicopter flying over. Oh my gosh. I have to delete the video. I don't know. I would have to do some sweet talking to Lori, wouldn't I? Lori, I'm sorry, but we really gotta delete this. And none of y'all better not tell on me either. Oh, goodness. I'm telling you. Edit that part out. There you go. Hey, Lori, could you do me a favor? Oh, my goodness. Lori be like, what? What are you doing? Are you crazy? Oh, Milana, y'all. Alright, let me move this over here. Move some of this out of the way so I can hopefully try and get this to where y'all can see a little more of what I'm doing. Put all that down. Alright. Give me just a second. I'm going to have to move my hot glue gun and stuff here. Move that one down a little further. Oh, I'm telling you. Right? I would hope. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do, we're going to kind of flatten this out. Okay. which the way we stuck it in the zip tie, it should, you know, this part should stay flat. All right, let me move this out of the way so you can see a little better. All right, and then we're just going to take this and pull to get our peak, okay? And that's going to be gathered up. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a zip tie. We're going to put it in here at that peak, okay? Then we're going to get our bow, bring it down here, and we're going to zip tie the bow to our thing here. And I actually might have gotten that too long. I don't know. We'll see. If it is, right, Donna? All right, so I need to move this to the back, the nub. Come on. All right, that should be good enough. Cut the zip tie off. All right, now, you all know me. I don't like making my bows without hiding that zip tie. I mean, yeah, you can fluff up your bow a lot, do it to where you can't see it, but y'all know me, I don't like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a piece of our ribbon, I'm going to cut it, do just like I do for my hanging bow for the rail. All right, I'm going to slide that over so hopefully y'all can kind of see what I'm doing here. All right, I'm going to take this. Definitely going to get my finger protector for this. And what I'm going to do is get a dab of glue and put it on each side here, or each end, not side. And I'm just going to bring that over to the middle. And press it down, hopefully. All right. Same with this side. A little dab of glue on each end. Bring it over. Of course, the glue strings. All right. So you have just a little strip here. Get the glue strings out. All right. And I'm just going to take that, wrap it around, turn this over, and I'm going to glue this down back here. Here's my finger protector. When I do have it on low temp, the stuff still gets hot enough to burn a blister. All right, press it down, give it a couple of seconds. All right, then I'm going to take the top, pull it tight, bring it back here. I'm going to glue where it comes back because I'm going to end up cutting part of this off because I did make it too long. All right, and then we're just going to push that down and hold it. Then I'll cut this piece off because, like I said, I made it just a hair too long. Glue strings. Okay, sorry. So take that off, and then I'm just going to cut that little bit of excess off. Put that back on, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue like along the edge of that, because like I said, it frays. And then just take my finger protector and just smash it down. That way the glue, there won't be no frayed edges or anything there. Okay. All right, y'all. Now we'll just flip this baby over. Cut us some dovetails or angles or whatever here. All right. Yeah, the biggest bottle you got. Okay. Ah. And of course, I knew I didn't get that straight down here. Oh, this really nice, pretty orange ribbon, Lynn. It frays, like, pretty bad. So I took the lighter, and I knew to be kind of careful with it because I figured it would be pretty flammable. Sure enough, and it ended up catching on fire, so I had to blow it out real quick. So I just had to kind of barely, like, go back and forth with it. So... So that's why everybody's like, yep, send the freight check, you know, forget the lighter. Well, don't burn the house down, you know. So, hey, you know. Oh, Milana. Gotta love it, right? And that ain't enough of a tail. Gee whiz. Kind of doing this sideways. I'm just kind of... Lori would call me a goober. I can see it now. Lori, I need that. You goober. I need that part of the video taken out. Or delete the video altogether. Oh, mercy, y'all. I'm a mess, that's for sure. A huge mess. Okay. So there's that. We'll send that one. See, those ones, this canvasy type stuff, it's not as bad as that stuff. So, but again, if you have this really pretty shiny ribbon, so don't hold the lighter to it for very long. Huge no. Alright, so let's fluff up our bow. I actually have a blanket nearby, so could have swatted it out with that if nothing else. Alright, so all I'm doing is just fluffing up our loops. These tails out of the way. Bring them together and just kind of tug here in the middle. Yeah. Okay. So let's fluff these ones up. Hello, Darlene. That one over a little more. Okay, y'all. Now let's just give our tails a good kind of get them to curl. A little bit. All right, so let me bring you all up and I'll hold it up. Hello, it's me, y'all. Get stood up here. Make sure I ain't running over my cat. Get out there and quit chewing on that. Go. He likes to chew on the ends of my mesh and get the pieces of mesh, you know. Butthead. Go on. Tree bird. I'll start closing the door when I do a live, apparently. Okay, so I don't know. I think I got it a little too long, so that won't be a problem, but I'll hang it on my door to really test it out to see if I do think it's too long. Might not be. If it is, I will shorten it. Just have to go back here where I glued the ribbon down. It'll come up. So, but okay, let me, all right, so here's the bow, which I do need to kind of straighten it out a little bit, but the only way to do that is when I hang it up. So there's that, and then I can get a wreath here. All right, I do need to bring the bow over, actually. For some reason, that didn't hang quite right. But there it is. So now you all see why I said, let me grab this if I can, without the bow. All right. So holding it up here, y'all can see what I said about, you know, this being lower than this side. So I am going to have to, you know, fix that. But I will do that tonight or tomorrow. And then I'll explain y'all how I kind of fix that, hopefully. So, but yeah, there she is. Let me grab it again. I did get that crooked, the bow a little bit. So I'll fix that once it hangs up though. That won't be no problem. So there it is. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Another kind of long one, but you know. I love your different. Aw, well, thank you. Well, that's the first like I've actually done with a round wreath. I've never done it this way. Usually, you know, most people put a bow, you know, on the wreath itself, top, bottom, side, whatever. I have seen a couple people hang like a regular wreath this way, so I want to try it because I thought, you know, with me making, you know, everything down at the bottom, you know, and leaving the top kind of plain, I thought, well, you know, why not do the hanging bow? So again, I may shorten it. I'll just have to hang it on my door tomorrow morning and see what it looks like. And if it needs shortened, I'll shorten it, you know, which I think I am going to have to make it a little shorter, which, like I said, that won't be no problem. Just, you know, I can cut it off where I zip tied it and, you know, redo it. That won't be nothing. But my main thing is just figuring out the pumpkins on the other side. So are the new kits available? Tomorrow at 1 or 2, I believe. Lori, I do believe she put, give me just a second. Let me check the app. Or the broadcast channel. Let me look here. I do know, I think she put it in there. Seemed like she did. Sneak peek at tomorrow's kits. So it will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And it is 2 Christmas tree kits. So she has one, says it's a deluxe Christmas tree is the name of the kit, and the other one is a traditional tree kit. So, oh, did she? Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought she had, because that's what I was looking up. I thought I seen it earlier. So, but yeah, tomorrow 1 p.m. Eastern, you will get the she'll put out the 2 Christmas tree ones. So, all right, guys. Again, thanks for hanging out with me and seeing my creation and trying something new and realizing there's kind of a flaw in what I've done and I need to fix it. So, oh, you're good, Linda. No worries. Most of the time, the notifications don't work anyway. Like, half the time I don't get, like, when Lori's live, Judy and all them's live. So I myself, you know, I look at the events and pretty much I know now, like, when everybody's live, because we have our schedule and I keep our schedule handy, and I still can't watch everybody due to, you know, my daily life, but I always get back and watch the replays. But so, yeah, so I will see you guys in 2 more weeks. So have a good night, y'all.